In this episode, I stand around a lot, make Allambie look scary, and worship at the Temple of Apple.
So today we're doing long exposures, really handy if you don't like doing short exposures. Oh, let's take out this. So much more than before, but yet at the same time so much less. Oh, that's how much money Apple make. Need that. Oh. We're doing long exposures today. So, yeah. Anyway, the first one you can try out with long exposures is using it to smooth out the sky, the clouds, rather, or the sea. But unfortunately, the clouds are a bit boring today. You can't really see, there's no definition in them, and there's not much to see here today. So we'll show you some old clips, don't complain.
Long exposure captures the motions of things like clouds and the sea to create an effect that looks unreal. You need a long exposure because the clouds and the sea don't really move around that much. You can do the same with people, but you don't need such a long exposure for this.
So for long exposures, what gear do you need? You need a bloody camera, of course, and a lens, and also a tripod. You need a good solid tripod, not a shitty one. When you test tripods out, maybe you should kick footballs at it to test if it's really that solid. Why do you need a solid tripod? Because otherwise that's kinetic photography. Oh, that won't fit. Oh no! It's happened all over again. How did we make the same mistake twice?
It's all too easy to come unprepared, which is what we did when we wanted to take a look at long exposures last time.
I didn't bring the remote. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my bloody remote. That'll make things a lot easier because I'm using bulb mode. I can just press it. But now I have to keep my bloody finger on all the time. It's going to be shaky, isn't it? Let's just stack up. Oh no, of course. Not only do I have to hold a shutter button, I have to also hold the filters in place.
No filter holder remote equals bodge job. This time it's less bodgy.
Oh, the cache is going away. Back to Cupertino. Oh, look at that. Luckily I brought my remote because that means I don't have to press this. Makes the tripod wobble. So always remember to bring this or get somebody to remember to bring it for you. So we've got our tripod, camera, and a lens. It's like one of those songs. Camera, lens, tripod, knees and toes. Knees and toes, camera, lens, tripod, knees and toes. But we just need to add one more thing into it because when we've got an F16 ISO 50, it's still not slow enough. We want it a little bit slower than that. That's what we have these for. Oh, look at that. It's like some close-up magic there. I didn't have that in my hands. Have that again, see. Just like that. Now this is the ultimate fanboy geekiness, taking pictures of an Apple store. Now the thing with capturing moving people, especially in this light, is that you don't need that long an exposure.
With a long shutter speed, you need more light to make the subject show up more clearly. If they're moving about like a headless chicken, then there's a chance you won't see any of that on your film, or digital film. We came up with an example to give you an idea of what moving people look like with really long exposure.
It's like New York, only it isn't.
You can make people disappear and make it look like you're walking around in the scene of Vanilla Sky, like you're a sofa-stomping weirdo.
Just a guess, I think I need a minute of doing this. Feel the lactic acid building up. Oh. But that's a bit boring, isn't it, if there's no people in there? How about if we have one person in there? Oh, Alambi, she's just standing there. We can just have an Alambi. That's brilliant. Ready? Okay.
But when your exposure is in the minutes, a flash won't help much. Your subject can't stay still for that long anyway.
Doing a bit of Alambi horror here. Oh, she hasn't changed it. Still normal Alambi. Let's do scary. Let's get really close to you.
What? That is...
Get really close to the lens. Ready? Go. Oh shit!
I look really scared.
That is probably the best shot today. And on that note, we're going home. See ya.
The slow shutter speed teamed with a flash can produce some cool effects where you juxtapose, ooh, big word, the perfectly still while creating some motion blur in your photos. It's almost like you have two shutters. The flash freezes things, the proper shutters slow enough for motion trails.
That's the retarded ghost.
So you can get really arty or hipster with it. You can even use it for street photography. Play with using a flash at the beginning or end of the exposure. Or play with moving the camera around mid-shoot. Or zooming the lens. There you have it, some quick little things you can try while it's still the festive season. A time when decorations and lights are done in a subtle way as some of the local interior decorations in Hong Kong. Get creative with all those lights, fireworks, things happening in the background, and take a flash and experiment. Happy New Year, unless you're watching this in the summer. Coming soon, the Strobus comes to Hong Kong for a cheap camera, cheap flash setup challenge. Subscribe to catch the season finale.
This is like Indiana Jones. This is freaking awesome. My wife is gonna die.